Forgiven, once again, very glad to have you back.
Well, Forgiven Gree right now, right?
Yeah, Forgiven Gree, sorry. Very good to have you back in the LCS. Congratulations. I think you can be pretty happy with that re-entrance to the LCS. How do you reflect on your performance in that one?
Well, I think that my team played really good, and that was just like a part of it, and maybe even a minor part of it. Like we lane swapped, and we tried to give advantages to our solo lanes, and like we wanted to sacrifice ourselves. You know, it's like team spirit in the end. So my team was really successful on it. And in the end, I also benefited from that, and I feel really amazing because it was a team effort, it was not individual.
Yeah, it definitely was from the beginning on. A very good pick and ban phase for you guys as well. Tell us how that played out, because it did definitely seem like you guys got your plan and you got it exactly like you wanted.
Well, like it's the first week of LCS, like we don't have the biggest like screen or like the biggest knowledge of what teams are playing, because scrims are not spectatable and stuff, and we just basically went through the instinct, and like we just wanted to get Roccat out of a comfort zone, and I think we managed it, especially on the mid lane part, where Nukeduck ultimately failed, I think, for me, even though I think he's one of the best players that Europe has ever seen on mid lane.
So, what was the main reasoning behind the lane swap early then? Because in my head, like, would you have preferred to lane this? If it was just up to you, would you play the 2v2 or would you lane swap?
Yes, but as I said, it's a team call, like, and I have to say, like, in the past, I didn't used to respect Ule, and now that I see the effort that he puts into the game, I really want to play 2 vs 2 against him after like our match against Niall. I think we were gonna have like one more chance of doing that. And as of lane swap, we just thought that Roccat would not expect a lane swap on the blue side of the map.
Yeah, I definitely think that could have caught them off guard. I think I just want to go to the first like real big play in this match that really struck me out, is the way Freddy was playing this entire game, like Forgiven highlighted us already. This was a team effort from SK Gaming. They played it really well. If we can get the first replay on your screen right now, it is basically, Freddy's been playing like a rock this entire game, and we can roll the clip right here. He's in Mega Gnar form, and Rocket's trying to shut him down. Like, he did collapse here with Jankos, with Overpower, and they should always be a kill, but they line up perfectly. He spaces his abilities, hops over the wall, and you see Svenken is still so far, but somehow Freddy managed to survive here. And I think this really speaks in what Forgiven said earlier. This is just a really good like team effort from SK Gaming, and they're reacting to everything perfectly.
I agree. I think that since my time in Copenhagen, I remember that we had a great difficulty playing against the synergy of Svensker and Freddy on top lane. And I feel that even in real life, you know, when we are just practicing, that these guys are one. They're not two people, just different. And I think it paid out in the game.
So it's more fun to be on this side than playing against them.
I absolutely agree.
What a bait from you there. Talk me through then, you get that initial advantage, and it seemed that you said you were a team, one cohesive unit moving forward, but the shot calling was completely on point. Are you taking that role on now that you're in there? Is it Fox or who is it?
I think everyone chips individually, but in the end we have the more experienced players of the team, like Enrated, who just won like, I don't know how many splits actually with Fnatic, and SK, and Freddy and Svensker. All these guys are really important for us to succeed. And like, I take a small part, but I can't say that I'm a big part of it, you know. It's the start.
Now with patch 5.1 coming in, we see the nerfs, the buff on Phantom Dancer, but you still opted for the Shiv mid game. Can you explain the crowd why you did that and what the reasoning behind that was?
I think that my mindset is like this. If I can get Shiv and I can get one more item after it, I will definitely go for Shiv. If I back, like, let's say, with some X gold, and I have money for Phantom Dancer, I would just buy it immediately. And Shiv gives a greater spike mid-game, so if I was in a position that I had to spend money only on Phantom, I would just go for it. But ultimately, I bought Shiv plus pickaxe and stuff.
Yeah, and it worked, so you held out your own, and then in the end, we saw SK come out on top, and I think that's our last replay. If we can get up the screen right now. Forgiven, I just want you to talk us through that last team fight that's going to come on your screen right now. So, well, this is the first replay identically again, so we've seen that one already. I think we need to switch over if we possibly can get the other one on our screens. If not, if you still remember the last stages of the game, what was going through your head? You know, how did you guys win those fights in the end? What was your team comp's purpose?
Going all in.
Yeah, no, I mean, we prioritized objectives, and Roccat gave us space to work with, and what was really important for us, we expected it to be a bit more difficult, but ultimately they were behind from the lanes, and the gold advantages, and like on how we played the fights, like they had Tristana, a champion that scales to late game, and I had like 2,000 or something difference in the AD carry role, and same for mid. So we just snowboard our advantage. Like even if someone dies, the others will benefit from it because we have to overcommit.
Yeah, read the game perfectly. Good job. One final question for you specifically. It was a long time coming. A lot of other AD carries have been singing your praises. Do you feel that you have stepped into this season of the LCS with a different outlook, a different view on things than the first time around?
I think LCS is like a high-level competition, so it's all about adapting. Like it doesn't matter what the meta has right now. If I think, or someone thinks that it can be successful, like let's say someone goes out and picks Varus tomorrow, which I wanted to be buffed actually, if Riot can hear me.
Duly noted. Retail, please.
Yeah, I mean, the AD carries and all the professional players have just to adapt to it, and every single champion on AD carry is really fun to play. So I don't see like the bad thing behind changing champions.
Yeah, that's what I heard. A lot of options for the AD carries and a lot of good AD carries in Europe, so very interesting. Congratulations for Given.
Thank you.
And, well, hopefully we'll be seeing a lot of those flashy plays coming out of you. Coming up next, we have a clash between Gambit Gaming and the Unicorns of Love. According to LoLesports.com, you think the newcomers, the Unicorns of Love, will take this one. So stick around and see if you're right when we return.
Guys, it is time for a bout between two returning LCS teams. It is SK Gaming and Roccat. This is the grudge match. He locks up Overpower Jankos. He crunches over the wall, manages to throw the boulder at Jankos. Jankos looking, the kick, kicks him to safety. Freddy doing work. They want the fight now. Woolite's in trouble. He gets Cataclysm down. Monsoon is going to heal him just a brief moment. Jankos is low in the background, but we see Freddy is in trouble. The next victim will be Woolite. We are about to find out how this goes. They've gone onto Enrated. That's the Glacial Tomb on the support, but Overpower's the first victim of the fight. We see Vander going down next. Jankos, Woolite, Nuktuk doing the best they can to run away.